Welcome to All About Craven, CTV10's newest interactive live show that focuses on the communities, the people, and the events in Craven County. Now welcome today's co-host, Angelina Doyle and Keith Boyd.
Good morning, I'm Angelina Doyle, and this is not Keith Boyd. Keith Boyd is taking yet another break. Today I'm very fortunate to have my good friend Gayle Albertini with me. Yay!
Yay, and it's a delight to be here. It's always fun to co-host with you, Angelina, on All About Craven.
We're starting off the show with girls again. Yesterday we had an all-women production, which was absolutely fun. Bob, I think, was in hog heaven with all the women in the studio. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, All About Craven is a live hour-long work week show that features all the great things that are happening in Craven County, which there's a lot.
There's always a lot going on in Craven County.
And today we're going to step outside of Craven and we're going to dabble into Carteret. Some exciting things happening in Carteret that we're really excited to present today. On Mondays and Tuesdays, Keith and I cover arts, entertainment, health, wellness, special events, nonprofits, you name it, we cover it. And on Wednesdays, we have Car IPOC and Jennifer Wagner, and they will be kicking up here as soon as school starts. I think they'll be starting up next month. And yesterday, we had Jennifer Wagner on here.
I saw that. I saw Jennifer on yesterday. Wasn't that a delight? How fun. All this crossover hosting going on.
I love it. And I've actually co-hosted with her on the Wednesday show, which is always fun. I've co-hosted with her and Car. So they'll be making their way back, but we do have some information. We touched lightly on it yesterday about some things for everyone to know about our Craven County school systems. On Thursdays, we have Craven Community College, and they will be talking to us about all the wonderful things that are happening on campus, to include the Adult Enrichment Program, which is hosted by Susan Moffett-Thomas, because, you know, she doesn't have enough to do. She's everywhere.
She is everywhere. She has made a great segue from Swiss Bear over to the college. And that's a really powerful adult enrichment program. They have such great stuff.
Everything
from pottery to painting to
paint decorating,
horticulture,
photography, you name it, it's on there. So be sure to check that out on Thursdays. And then we finish up our work week with Steve Tyson, who covers government, military, and business. So Gayle, you brought a people.
People that do that, huh?
We are back with Bobby Hurff. Good morning.
Good morning. How you going,
Bobby?
I got to tell you, for those of you who don't know, every time I think of you, every time I hear your name, when I ran into you on Friday, all I could think of is you played with Led Zeppelin and the Doobie Brothers. I'm so floored by that.
Led Zeppelin?
Not Led Zeppelin.
Leonard Skinner. I'm sorry. Leonard Skinner and the Doobie Brothers.
Leonard Skinner's
awesome. They were just here, Molly Hatchet.
It blows my mind.
Did you play with them out there?
No, actually, I had to go to the studio with my new band that I put together, Gypsy Sunrise, and great people that I'm working with there. Tim West Scarborough on dobro, B.J. Tapley on hammer dulcimer and ukulele, and Joanne Friedman on violin and guitar, and Cy Hoffman on bass guitar. I'm on acoustic, so we're doing all the Eagles and rock and roll music on these instruments. You know?
Wow.
And Simon, if you're out there, hey man, but he kind of inspired me on these older instruments.
Right.
You know,
You're talking about Simon Spalding?
Yeah.
Now the ukulele?
We got
ukulele.
And we're playing some Led Zeppelin with the ukulele.
Really? How interesting.
And Pink Floyd, that kind of stuff.
Ukulele.
Nice.
And then I'm putting my Peace Soldier band back together, which we did all the USO Winter Warrior stuff. Great group of guys. You know who you are. We're kind of staying stealth with this thing. You know, we're going to come out next year, but we're playing. While I'm here is for the Rockin For Relief Homeless Veterans Concert that I want to put on again this November 11th, Veterans Day. That'll be at the VFW post 2514 off the Old Cherry Point Highway.
Okay.
We're going to have 4 bands this year. Be Gypsy Sunrise, we're going to open, then Adam Hill Band, and I'm working on another band as we speak right now. Some of this is just, you know, we're putting it all together. And Peace Soldier will close it out. The gates will open at 1. Tickets will be $20. And that includes food again this year from Moore's Barbecue and Country Biscuit. And thank you guys, man.
So you'll be mostly playing like what, classic Classic rock?
It'll be classic rock, kind of harder rock, and then southern rock. When we get up there, it'll be more of the southern rock.
Influence.
Yeah. But real quick, like, I didn't know you were going to be here. I'd have brought you one, but I brought an official rock and roll swag. There's a Bobby Hurff bumper sticker.
Awesome.
You can put it on your refrigerator. And a Bobby Hurff Peace Soldier T-shirt for you.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Thank you so much.
That kind of goes for you, and I'll get you one later on.
I would love one. I would sure wear it. I might wear it to your concert.
Yeah.
Now, talk to us a little bit. The last time you were here, I remember I got a little emotional. Talk to us about your connection with the military, because you do so much. You are very, very passionate about giving back. I'm already tearing up. So go on ahead. Tell us about that.
Well, what got me really involved with this, my biological dad was a Marine. I never met him. And my stepfather raised me. He was an Army Ranger. So I got yes sir, no sir down really pat.
Right.
But I got paralyzed surfing back in the early 70s. And I wanted to be a Marine air pilot. And so I never got to do that. So when I kind of drifted from Leonard Skinner and put Peace Soldier together, we started working with the USO. And we were touring and opening up for all these other bands and stuff, you know, all over the place. And then the USO asked if we would go perform for the troops. And I said yes, because I couldn't go in the military. My family was military. And it was a passion to me, because the men and women that go fight for our country and the freedom for our country, they come back. And with the PTSD, limbs lost, everything, families lost, you know, really was heart-wrenching to me. And I wanted to reach out and be able to contribute back to these wounded warriors. And then I got involved with the Wounded Warrior Project. And Toby Keith and, you know, a bunch of guys like that are involved with it. And then I work at RCS, Religious Community Services. And Juliet, good morning.
Hi, Juliet. We love you.
And so we get homeless veterans out there. And it was just heart-wrenching to know that these men and women were living off the grid due to the VA and the red tape that they have to go through to even get medicine. And more or less get a place to live, you know. So at RCS, right now we're trying to expand the campus there to have individual rooms, so when the homeless veterans come into our shelter, we're able to transition them into another place separate from the shelter, to where the VA representatives, Rashima and all of them great people that I'm working with there, we can transition them into an apartment that the VA can pick up and pay and help and get them jobs. And I just love giving back to our veterans. I love our homeless people here in this area here, and it's getting more and more and more. And we're having to turn down people that come in because we don't have the room.
At RCS?
And we're working really, really hard to try to get the funds raised up to, you know, get this done. And getting back to the veterans, last year I held it at the Masonic Theater. And it was the act of God, you know, Matthew came through, rescheduled Mumfest, and Mumfest rescheduled on the same day of my concert, which depleted the people that came, you know, but we still managed to get one vet off the streets and into an apartment.
Wow.
And if it's just one, that's great, you know, but I was looking, you know, me, man, I'm looking for, you know, get every one of them off the streets. But this year, like I said, we're going to hold it out at the VFW post. There's going to be adult beverages, all that stuff there, which I couldn't have at the Masonic Theater. Like I said, all the food and all that stuff. And being at a military place, VFW, you know, it makes a little bit more sense. And hats off to all the guys and women out at the VFW Post 2514 for all their support. They've been great for this. But I do want to ask the community here if there's any way you can help me out with donations, sponsorship. You can make your checks payable to Peace Soldier Productions. and you can send it to 6115 Harborside Drive here in New Bern, North Carolina, and donations are tax deductible. So any of that monies that we get into that, and if I can get anybody to help me out with like banners, posters, and all this stuff, will be greatly, greatly appreciated. And my hat's off to CTV10, man. You guys are great. You've been wonderful supporting me and what I'm trying to do here. And anything that we can do for you guys, you know, we'd be more than happy to do that.
You give us great events to talk about.
You know,
so thank you. And, you know, my military background, I think that's why I get a little little tug at my heart that someone's out there looking out for them, and I really appreciate that. And I tell you what, this event goes up in November.
November 11th.
New Bern Civic Theater will have its 2018 season. It's our 50th anniversary. It's going to be huge, and we'll have our season brochures out by then. And I would love to donate 2 season tickets for you to raffle off or give away, or however you want to use them for the event. So you can count on New Bern Civic Theater for 2 season tickets. You know, one of the things that we always talk about here in New Bern is the amount that people are so willing to give. And I have never, and I've lived military my whole life, I have never lived in an area that was so supportive of the military.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because we have Cherry Point so close, and we're really just the hub of the sound of freedom. But yeah, there's a big contingency of support for the military here.
Yeah,
it's just in our blood.
They were really behind me last year as well. The commanding generals of the base and stuff, you know, and here I am with long hair going, yes, sir. Yeah, how you doing? But they, you know, it feels great that I have so much support behind me with my efforts in this. We really try to strive here in Craven County. You'd be amazed at the homeless veterans that are in the woods here.
Really?
We did a point in time where we had kind of scouts go out and find these homeless people and get a tally on how many people that we had out here on the streets. And then at the National Guard Armory last year, we had little buses and stuff that went and picked up these homeless veterans, brought them out to the National Guard Armory, and we assessed them and find out what they needed, gave them care packages, got them a shower, got them some food, and it's just growing here in this community. For some reason, I don't know why. I guess the bases that we do have here, but then the transients that come through here, that they must love New Bern, you know, because it's real serene, you know, but they find little spots to live off the river in tents and stuff. And they come to the shelter and the soup kitchen, you know, to eat. And I'm able to go out there, and a great friend of mine that's with the VFW Post, Ron Perez, he and I work hard with these guys and pull them off to the side and try to find out what they really need and everything. And Juliet, man, what a
she's
I can't
she's
run.
Incredible.
She's a good lady. She's a good lady, good boss of mine. But she is able to. She works hard. Hats off to her, because she's out trying to get all this grant money and all this other money, and trying to get all these people to pull together to get this RCS campus renovated. You know, and stuff.
It's a labor of love. Going ahead and recap the dates of the date of when it's November 11th.
Yeah, be November 11th. That's Veterans Day. And that'll be at the VFW Post 2514 off of Old Cherry Point Highway. Like I said, there'll be 4 bands. There'll be Gypsy Sunrise, that's my one little band. Adam Hill Band, which he is great. He's taken off here. I'm working on another band. I don't want to say it yet, but hopefully it'll be a national act. And then Peace Soldier. Gates open at 1. Tickets at $20. That includes food from Moore's Barbecue and Country Biscuit, and then adult beverages you can buy at the Post. And like I said, please, any donations will be greatly appreciated. If it's just $1, it'd be great, you know. And real quick, like, I want to thank the sponsors I do have right now, and that's you girls here at CTV10. Special thanks to the WSFL Beasley broadcast 105.6 or 106.5 with Cindy Miller out there, and 99.5 The X, Sun Journal, Charlie Hall, love you brother, and Three Guys Signs, man.
Awesome, Three Guys. Yeah.
So we are hoping to get more sponsors and get this stuff going.
Now, the telephone number that was just on the screen, is that where people call to secure their tickets as well?
That is my personal number. I've got it set up to where when you call, if I don't answer the phone, leave a message and I will call back, man. There'll be no problem. You know?
Awesome. Awesome. Great event, great cause, donations, sponsors. Call Bobby and give back to the community, to our veterans. Thank you so much for being on here with us today.
No problem.